Hello. I'm already cracking myself up, honey. My husband said that it was that I'm past due for a mental breakdown. So here we are. It's fine. Everything's fine. Read the shirt. Anyway, okay. So hello, welcome back. I'm Lori and I'm a teacher here in Arizona. I'm freaking out. I'm having possibly a mental breakdown, and you're here to witness in case there was any shred of hope that my sanity has survived this heat. Now we're sure it has not. No, I am having a bit of a mental breakdown because, well, a few reasons really. Number one, I've been knowing this for a long time, but the fact that I have 1 week, 1 week before I have to go back, and my to-do list is really long. I don't know why that's funny. It's not funny. It's a little bit funny. I'm gonna have some water. Didn't even help a little bit. No, it's fine. This happens every year. So I came on a couple days ago. I'll insert that footage in a minute, but I came on, I think it was, what day is today? Sunday. I think it was Friday. Yeah. And I was, what? Are you good? Squirt's looking at me funny. Are you fine? Okay. I came on Friday and I was doing a little bit of stuff, and I'm going to show you the stuff in a few minutes. But then yesterday happened, which was fine that it happened and nothing bad happened. And I did a little bit more work, which I'll show you. It's in the same bag, which was fine. Then today happened. We went out this morning. We ran some errands. We got our groceries. That's all. That is all. We went to Sam's Club, got a few things we needed, and then we got groceries. And then we came home and then we put the groceries away, and that's when it started. What happened was I realized that I wanted to tear apart my entire house and clean it from top to bottom. I mean, again, I've done that lots of times, but right now. So I have some stuff out that I haven't put away because I was going to redo the pantry. So it's kind of along the lines of if you give a mouse a cookie. If you're a teacher or a mom of little folk, you probably know the story. You give a mouse a cookie, and then the mouse wants some milk to go with the cookie, and then when he's in the refrigerator and he sees the milk, then he sees something else fun, la-di-da-di-da, and then we finally circle back around to the cookie, right? That's me. I'm watching my computer update as we sit here and talk, as I talk and you maybe listen or laugh. I don't remember what I was saying. If you give a mouse a cookie. So I needed to rip apart my pantry, which I'm still gonna do. Maybe I'll just stay up all night. What could possibly go wrong? That's fine. By the way, my birthday's tomorrow. Maybe that has something to do with it. No, it doesn't. It really, truly doesn't. I am going to be 56 tomorrow. Oh, I prefer level 56. I'm leveling up tomorrow to level 56. Woo, what level are you on? Anyway, I am just going to spend a quiet day at home with the voices in my head while I rip apart every room and thing in my home, and then cry because ADHD says you should rip it all out, and then it also says then you need to go shopping or something else, make a batch of cookies. So anyway, I'm gonna rip apart my pantry. Then I started putting things away in the fridge, and then we started cleaning out the fridge, which I do weekly, most of the time. So that happened, and then I hit up my freezer. Whoops, I found something in there from 2018, and I swear that was an oops. It was one of those little tiny boxes, if you've ever tried them, in the freezer section of like garlic and ginger. It was one of those. So it just accidentally somehow missed getting thrown out 7 years in a row. I don't know. Anyway, so I started with the fridge and the freezer. Then I was thinking about the one in the laundry room, obviously. So then I went in and we pulled some stuff out of there, which was very minimal. Totally fine. Got that done. Haven't done the freezer in there. Actually, I feel like we did, not terribly long ago. Still have a freezer out in the garage. Why, you ask? Because there's 2 humans who live here. Well, there used to be 4, and those 4 ate like 6. So that's why. Kids and sports and needing food, you know, yada, yada. So I don't know where I was with my story. Kind of cleaned out. Oh, okay. The freezer in there, the freezer in the garage. That's where I was. Has kind of been cleaned out, but honestly, it's just kind of a backup. It's not that big of a deal. What I should do, honestly, is buy some bags of ice and just load it full of those, because it's more. Why? Why did you blink off? I'm talking to my computer right now. It was up and then it was gone. I'm not going to touch anything. But it runs more efficiently, I think, if you have a lot of stuff in it, which we don't need a lot of stuff in it. Where do you keep your noodles? I promise this is, all the voices in my head right now are struggling. I keep my noodles in the freezer. And so we don't eat noodles. Lost my mind. We don't really eat pasta anymore, but I keep like rice, which we also don't eat, but the dogs do. I keep pasta, rice, mixes like cookie mixes, which we also don't eat. I do once in a while. Like flaxseed, which I do eat. Go me. And some things like that I keep those in the freezer for freshness. So if I just stocked that, anyway, these are the things that I'm going to work on. I think my computer just needs me to touch it. There we go. Oh, please. Isn't this a fun video so far? Aren't you enjoying your time with me? I knew you would. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to keep allowing. Okay, so what happened next was I went, wow, it's like 2 o'clock and I don't know what I'm doing. And so then, can't remember where I was going to go with that story. Oh, okay, so then I went to look for some stuff. I was going to do a video yesterday. Didn't happen because I don't know why. Oh, we watched a lot of TV. What did we watch yesterday, honey? Do you remember? What did we watch yesterday? Oh, Head of State. Yeah. Okay. And then we watched something else too.
I watched that one for that girl from NCIS.
Yeah.
My mom.
Mariska. Somebody, and her name was, her mom's name was Jane Mansfield. Thank you. So we ended up watching a lot of TV yesterday. I was cutting out little shapes, so that was good, which I'll show you in a minute. But I lost track of time, yada, yada. Woke up this morning and went, oh no, I have no video. I'll just make one today, which is fine because I do that sometimes. As I'm working, then I make a video. So I'm going to try this again. You may see me cry. Just brace yourself. Oh, what happened? I'm not talking to you people. They're screaming at me. All right, so then I went in my craft room and I started to look for some things that isn't it. Oh, no. No, it's not great that I did it early. Nuts. Still happening, honey. Oh, nuts. Okay, it's okay. I'm just gonna not cry on TV. I'm not on TV. I'm not gonna cry on my video. Probably. No. All right, so, okay. So I tried to find... the stuff that I printed out early, which I still could find it. It could still happen. And that's cool. But I shouldn't have to find that because I went to, it was 8 pages and they were my calendar toppers. Look at me completing a whole sentence. Go me. And I was going to print them out, laminate and cut while we were watching something. We're going to watch something maybe later tonight. So that was my plan. Isn't that a great plan? Start listening. Why? I don't want to. I'm just rebooting my computer. So in case you're wondering, now I have trees in the background. That's kind of fun. I'm still on my MacBook Pro that I've had for several years now, and I really love it a lot. Saying nice things to it because then maybe it will work. So I thought, well, big deal. I'll just reprint them out and I'll save myself tons of time. Mouse cookie, remember. So then I go to print out the things. My laminator's hot and ready because I'm just gonna quick zip them right out, right? No, instead I think I disconnected my printer. It's not funny. I need my printer. But it was a little bit funny because I'm just clicking and talking, and then suddenly I get a text saying, or an email saying, we've unregistered your, not unregistered. I don't know what it said, but it said something like that was very bad. And so I panicked and now here we are. And I had to update the software on my computer anyway. So I did that hoping maybe that'll just delete every other bad thing I just did. Did not. So now I'm trying to figure out why, what is this thing? Adobe Acrobat. Why is it telling me that you won't print it for me? I don't know. I'm just going to close all of you guys out and we're going to try again later. It'll probably work fine. And then I had to enter a password. Do I know my password? No, I don't. So I said, send me a restart to my password. Send it to my email. Did I get it? No, I didn't. So I might not have even used the email that I thought I don't know. It's a bad problem. And I need my printer, and I have now gone off the deep end, and I've told you about my pantry problems, and anyway, it's gonna be fun. I'm freaking out. We go back to work. I have to go back. I have a whole week. It's gonna be fine. So, hold please. Okay, I'd realized I'd been recording for quite some time, so I restarted. Okay, so let's go through some stuff that I bought because that'll be fun. And then I'll show you, I'll insert, first of all, footage here of me on Friday. Also, I fixed my phone. Nothing was really wrong with it. I thought I had cleaned off all the lenses and everything, but I think I finger smudged part, so it was really cloudy, weird looking, all smudgy. So it filmed like that, but it was fine. It's, here it is. Hi, I am here in my kitchen doing a little bit of school prep, and so I thought I would record a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on with my phone. It looks really blurry, so I'm not really sure. Hopefully it'll clear up. If not, then just enjoy me blurry, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I have made some job tags. These are what I've been cutting out. These are the jobs there, and then I'll show you what I'm cutting out that will have the kids' names to go with them. Okay, and now we're back to today, and I'm going to show you some more things that I have gotten for my classroom. I don't know if I don't think I've showed you these before. Have I showed you this? Hobby Lobby? Anyway, I went a few weeks ago. I feel like I did show you some Hobby Lobby stuff. So if you've already seen this, super sorry. But I got this contact paper. It's a self-adhesive vinyl roll, and it was $4.99. And it's a pretty decent size roll. But the paper that I did last year on the top of my wooden shelves where I keep like my extra crayons and no clue. No idea why they're barking. But they better stop. There could be somebody at the door. Probably there isn't though. Probably they heard. I think you guys heard the wind. Stop it. Stop it. Anyway, I might redo the top of that. And then my white shelf that is not a pretty sight in the back of my classroom where I put our lunch bucket and the library bucket, and then there are some baskets of books underneath. That needs redone because kids have just picked it and it makes me mad, but I think I might need a redo. So if I get time, this would be something I would choose to do. Then this I've actually had for a while. And I just never took it apart and looked at it, but it's a toss the potato game. And I want to incorporate it just into some of our, like, just our daily stuff to keep kids engaged and kind of thinking. And it's supposed to make noise when, well, yeah, duh. It says, give it a squeeze to start the music. Let's just try it, shall we? Why have I never opened it? I don't know. Because I was overwhelmed, that's why. I had no business taking on one more thing. It doesn't make noise. This day is dumb. It's gonna work fine. I probably need a new battery or something. I feel like that could be a problem. Let's open the potato and see. Well, that's neat. There's no, how do I open my potato? It's a double layer. Really? Do we need, oh. Uh-oh. Well, heck. I am just gonna take it out and see what needs fixed or replaced. Oh, nothing. There. That was it. So now, let's see if my potato works. What is the, okay, we have, hold please, we have off, try, and that should say on, but it looks like off. This is so good. All right, ready? I am such a happier person now. So if you have the hot potato, did you hear my song, honey? It's a hot potato song, listen. Does it always stop at the same part though? What? No, it's new. I don't know. That is fantastic. So my hot potato works. We're going to use it when we answer questions and do all the things. I have no idea how to put this back in here. Yes, I do. I can do hard things, including load my potato up here. It's going to have all the stuff. Okay. So that's kind of a bummer that you have to open it every time to turn it on. But honestly, who cares? It's just a potato doing its best. Okay, now how do I, oh my goodness. Why do they make things so hard? Okay, I'm just gonna, it doesn't even matter. I'm just gonna go like this and close it. Okay, so this would, if it were on, then we would do, I hope it stops at like really random spots though. That would be best. It says ages 3+. I feel like we're all there. Give it a squeeze to start the music. So anyway, that is something fun that I bought last year for this year. We'll just call it that. Yes. Then I decided to chuck all my I call them dot spots. They're carpet markers. 30 count for only, well, $6.99, $7. But I don't use them all, so this will last me 2 years, probably close to it. I probably have some new ones left from last time, but I just like them to be new and fresh, and they get so gross. Kids write on them. Kids, when do you have time to write on a carpet spot? What am I doing that I don't see you do that? Like, you're sneaky. Anyway, so this I got, they're gonna be all new this year, yay. Then, this was super exciting. Oh, it's magnetized and it says, "We are smart cookies." These little macaroons, the cookies come out, and it can be used as a little class reward. Can you see it okay? I feel like you probably can, but why don't we open it so I can touch it? It was $12.99. They also have a, they had the smart cookie jar, and then they had a black one with like smiley faces, and I let my daughter-in-law to be choose, and she picked this one, and honestly I was leaning toward this one anyway, just something different. I love the smart cookie. The other one said like reward jar, which is also very, very cute, and it would have matched my classroom a little bit better, but I just liked the cookies, so we got the smart cookies. I'm excited. I also got, and I don't have it here to show you, but I did buy a new doorbell. It was only $10, and I don't know how that happened, but it looks the same as all the other ones I bought. It didn't have well, maybe it did. No, I think, you know how you can tell if you've purchased something before on Amazon? I think it did, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I got a new doorbell because mine had fallen on the floor 15 too many times. Next, this is gonna be such a cool part of my classroom this year, I hope. We're gonna take this out and see how big it is. I don't have high hopes, and I did look at the measurements. Actually, I should have high hopes because it's not bad. It says 29 inches high, 42 inches wide. Yes, that I should have high hopes, just like the little ant, right? Because this is gonna be on my whiteboard where I had the last 2 years. Can you believe this is my 3rd year at this school in 4th grade? What? I know. Where I had my super improvers, we're not gonna use that, not because I don't love it. I really do love it. It's just too much with our school-wide behavioral incentive, everything that we have. We are still gonna use a lot of the same philosophies of the whole brain teaching because I really do think that they work well. But instead of rewarding the kids with stars and leveling up animals, they earn points that translate to dollars in our school store. So this is gonna go in that place on my whiteboard. And it is a map of the United States and all of the whole world, other countries, the whole everything. And it is going to be my Read Across the World book thingy. And I did buy a Teachers Pay Teachers product that I have not really looked into tons, but I'll put it right here. And I think it's gonna be great. It's a passport book. Now we are gonna track goals in a passport book. So my kids are gonna have 2, but one is gonna be very specifically for reading only, and I feel like it'll still be okay. I don't know also if I'm gonna do it exactly like the product because they're big. They're like full size, like, you know, passports, except for they open. Picture a piece of paper, if you will, and fold it in half with your mind, and that's how big the passports are for the reading. But maybe I'll want to do that, but I'm gonna have to do it times 60 and then make extras. So I don't know if I really want to do that or if I want to half page it and then only have to print out 30 of everything, cut in half, staple. We'll see. But that is something that I'm going to be making. When? I have no idea because as we've already reviewed, I have 1 week. Okay, I'm freaking out. I'm back to freaking out again. This is gonna be so cool. And here we have it. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Look at this. Oh, I ordered it on Amazon. I can either, in it, there are several pages, 3, I think. When I say several, 2. I meant 2 pages. I thought there was 3. So this is how big it's gonna be. I think this is gonna be perfect up on the board. And then picture, if you will, this is how I'm gonna do it. And it kind of, sort of like this in the product, but I've seen other like people just, ooh, and it even fit back in the box quite nicely. Other people's, like, not necessarily classroom boards, but like where you've traveled boards, and then they'll take like a piece of yarn and they'll string it from the country to a spot, and then they'll put like a picture or whatever. So I'm gonna put a picture of a book from different countries like that and I thought, yeah, I don't need this on day one. I need this up. I need the title. It's gonna be something like read across the world with a book or something like that. I'll make it sound schmancy, or at least good. And then that is gonna be that board. Okay, I walked over and I got my bag. This looks like a very small bag, and it is, but it contains a lot of things. All right, I did cut out, this was a game that I had laminated and never cut out. It's I don't know who makes it, but it's a character traits one. So I did cut that out simply because it was sitting near me. Okay, also, now this, okay, so you can't see really any part of it, but it's my business card. We have to print and laminate our own. How about where you work? Anyway, I just do that, and then I put a little magnet on the back, and I include it with their back to school stuff so that parents can have that easy. I put here's what I put on it in case you want to recreate it. I put a little coffee cup with our school name in it because coffee is, you know, basically my life. I'm gonna add some more water. Then I put my name, my grade, what I teach, my email address, the office phone number, the attendance line, the nurse's office, and then I don't know if I should do this or not, but it's already on there and I'm not going to take it off. I didn't change it from last year and the year before. I have a Google phone number that I got during COVID so that I could call students and parents at home from my home without having to use my phone number. So that is why I have that. It's not very widely used, but what I do like about having it is that during conferences, if we have parents that want to have a phone conference, I can use my Google number and my cell phone and put it on speaker, because our classroom landlines do not have the speaker function. It's just a handset and that's all. So this is what you saw in the little quick little speed through video. My jobs, I'll try to put a picture of it here. I feel like I have a picture of it, so I'll put it here. Last year our theme was movies and go to the movies, Hollywood, blah, blah, blah. So I had the clapboards as the jobs, and then the kids each had a star for their name, and then that was who had what job. And I kept the jobs for about a month. Sometimes we went like 2 months because I didn't feel like changing them. We'll see. This year we might just keep the jobs all year long. Just kidding. So these are the jobs that I have. Table checker, that is the person who straightens up the table baskets at the end of the day, and they collect any papers and they turn them in for their whole table. And I do it after each class. So I have the morning class do it and then the afternoon class. So twice a day, papers get turned in and we organize. So that's that. Then messenger takes things where they need to go. Line leaders, self-explanatory. VIP, this one I had last year because of the Hollywood theme, but I'm going to keep it because this person was my go-to person every time somebody was picked. And it would be like any extra jobs or any, like if we had a guest and somebody had to go to the office to get, well, that kind of would have been messenger, but you know, something special. The VIP got to do it. Then paper passer, self-explanatory. Calendar date changer. These people do the, up on my chalkboard, I have the date that changes, and then also the chalkboard where I write in the numbers. Lunches, they take the lunches to the cafeteria and then bring them back after recess. Coach brings in all the balls from the field, jump ropes, whatever else, frisbees, whatever we have. Secretary is the person who answers my phone if I'm not available, and they love that job. And what else does the secretary do? Oh, they have to remind me to take attendance because I forget. Barista. Need I say more? They locate my coffee in the classroom. They bring it to me if I look cranky or tired. So that's a big job. Time manager tells us they help me to keep on track of if we're getting close to lunch, recess specials, you name it. They will kind of help keep us on track. And then our technicians, at the end of the day, it's singular, but really it's plural. I choose usually 2 from each group, and they put our laptops back when we're done at the end of our day. Not morning, because they take theirs to the next class. So each technician in each class does that part just once a day. So those are my jobs, in case you were needing some ideas there. And then these are so cute. These are what their names are going to go on. So last year I had stars, and I just did a purple dot. My co-teacher's classroom color is purple and mine is orange because we're the Phoenix Suns, and we that's their colors. So I'm orange, she's purple. This year I didn't want to do that because I had too many options of what I could choose. So one class, I'll probably let my homeroom pick, because why not? One class is going to have a passport. Are they the same size as the earth? Yes, but that's okay, because I needed them to be where the kids could actually see who was in, and let's face it, me, to see who's in charge of doing what. Then the other class is going to be the suitcase. Aren't they so cute? I fussy cut them a little bit. I didn't do a great job, and I am not I'm not doing that. That's just crazy. So I did like 32 or 36, maybe like 36 of each. So I should have enough. Please. But I did print and laminate more just in case. I just didn't want to cut them out if I didn't have to. But they are there. The hardest, part in getting out the laminator and all that is done. But I just didn't cut them. So that is what I did. That's what I've been up to. And I don't think, one more quick little thing to show you. I did a couple weeks ago, I don't know, has it been that long? I did go to the Target dollar spot, and they did already have some things, which was kind of fun. So one thing I bought, well, I actually bought 2 of these, but golly, can you even see that? Up at the top, it says to do, and then there's lines all the way down. It is not magnetized, but it can easily be magnetized. And I thought this would kind of be nice for throughout the day. Just jot myself little notes and tell the kids, hey, wipe that one off and write something just for on the daily. I kind of like that. And then I got this one mostly because I couldn't decide, because I thought they were both cute. How does this one go? Like this. And these were $3. These were in the dollar spot that is now the $1, $3, and $5 spot. So that was really cute. Then I got this set of stamps. I thought they were super cute. I'll put them just in my teacher cart in a little Ziploc bag, or I have a few of those. I will just put these for when I grade. Sometimes I grade at Starbucks. Next, I got some of these. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. I was writing on the desk with the purple for my partner's homeroom and orange for my homeroom names. However, bless you, they wipe off because the kids wipe them off. They write on them with dry erase and then they wipe them off. Will these stay any nicer? No, they won't. But they were there. I grabbed several. These were also $3, but I grabbed enough that if I have to replace them during, the year, I'll have plenty. I don't know what's easier. These get picked at, the other ones get erased. It just all is ridiculous, but here we are. And then the last thing that I got, I don't know why. I have no idea what I might do with these, but They were a 10 count, and they're little magnetic, it's a birthday thing, but I wouldn't use them necessarily for that. Magnetic picture pockets. I thought surely there's some use for these in the classroom. So anyway, I picked them up. I think that's all I have to say today. I would really like to thank you for sitting here with me while I had my little mentee bee, and it's gonna be fine. It is. I know it will. I mean, my to-do list, they're getting longer. They're getting longer and the days are getting shorter, and that's fine. One of the things I wanted to do before I go back is pull my entire under the stairs closet apart. It just never goes back right. Okay, so I have all my holiday stuff under there, plus all the other things. And so I want to try real hard to like downsize. I've already downsized like 2 or 3 times, which is great, except for it never feels, it's very organized because it's all in bins, but there's so much stuff that bins won't fit with a lid. I mean, I could put them in a bin, but then the lid wouldn't go on, so what's the point? Actually, maybe, I might be onto something. Maybe a bin without a lid, maybe that is the way to go. I possibly have just amazed myself because it could still sit up on top. I need an aisleway, I need a runway, and I never have one. I keep extra toilet paper, paper towels, some, not all, but some cleaning supplies, like the ones that are packaged where they're not gonna drip or, you know, bad things happen. I keep holiday stuff, seasonal things like my mugs that I display. If only I could find my counter. They're there. And those kind of things, and candles, and I don't know. Maybe I should just move and start over. And just write this house off as a loss and just, you know, try again, maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna go do something probably after I edit this video. Think of me late at night. I'll be the one in the fridge with cleaning supplies, and you know, just like gotta get all the, you know, it's not really dirty, but I feel like if I clean it all, then it's really clean. So I'm gonna do that, clean out my drawers in the fridge, and then pantry maybe, I don't know why. One thing I do like to do, I have, well, you don't need to see it all, but like down here I have, this helps me. I write next to the thing that I'm going to be cleaning doing, I write a time, an estimated time, and it kind of makes me look at it and go, oh, 30 hours. Okay, that's doable within 3 weeks. You know, I look at it that way. Like if I just do 10 hours a week of all these things, they'll be done inside of a month. Or anyway, I don't know if that'll help you or not, but that's what I do. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to help me grow my channel. And I will see you back here real soon. It's gonna be this week, and it'll probably be more school, getting ready at home for school setup, classroom setup vlogs. So stay tuned. See you soon. Bye.